Welcome in to another episode of The Well. We're on episode 11. Episode 11. I'm Drew.
Woohoo! And I'm Kat.
Woo! I feel like I need to match that energy. And today, yes. And today we're going to bring some energy to this conversation because somewhere along the way, staying up at night seems to have changed. There's like there's no mystique anymore. There's no desire. It's just like, all right, it's 7:00. Is it time to get into bed? And I feel like the older we get, or maybe it's just me. So I'll be curious how you feel about this. The older we get, the more habitual we are, the more routine driven creature of habit, right? So I think we should talk about some of our amazing rituals, routines, and habits because I got a
I
few.
love it. Yes.
I got a few. So this topic, we were talking the other day about just kind of our routines. And Kathryn and I, of course, have a routine. Maybe not, of
Yes.
course. We do. And Kathryn likes to break me out of that routine and give me an incredible amount of anxiety. Routine gives me structure, which I didn't
Right.
have a lot of. And so I appreciate structure now. So when I break through or have that structure or that routine kind of altered, it does. It gives me anxiety. It really does.
But you like it in the moment. Just leading up to it, you have anxiety. But once you're there,
Yes. Once I'm
you're
there,
there, you're okay.
it dissipates, but it's still in the back of my mind. It's still in the back of my mind. So
Anxiety is
that,
part of adult life.
my gosh, it's every part of adult life. I feel like every corner you turn feels like another anxious street I'm walking down. So it's anxiety's been high. It's been high. I wear all these devices to monitor my health and
Which
biometrics,
makes it worse.
and it does because I'm looking at it. My phone's like beeping at me and like, are you under a lot of stress right now? Your heart rate increased quite a bit.
I wonder why you get 20 messages in 30 seconds.
Yeah, my phone is a disease. It really is. But shout out to all the people that love communicating with me. I don't turn away. I don't mind it. I could turn my phone off. So
No, I'm not talking about people communicating. I'm talking about like notifications for, hey, we've got this new sale. Hey, did you do this? Hey, did you do that?
Yeah.
The robotic
Sneaker collecting is a
notification.
disease. It really is. Sneaker collecting is a disease. Anyway, we're not talking about that again.
No.
Because we've moved past the sneaker conversation. We may revisit it again because we got a lot of good engagement on the sneaker discussion. So everyone seems to like your point of view on sneakers, including myself. So good stuff. But what was one of the first things you noticed about me that was part of my routine? Like what was one of the things and you're like, okay,
TV
wow.
is part of your evening routine.
I do like unwinding, watching some TV. Unfortunately, it's really hard to find anything to watch anymore, but
Facts. Yes, no, that was the very first thing. And then the second thing was you prepare dinner for yourself at a particular time every night.
I do.
Yeah.
And do you know why?
7:30.
Yeah. Because
why?
I stay up late. So if I eat a little bit later, I get less hungry. At least this is what I tell myself in my brain. It doesn't work, but I tend to tell myself. So how that all started. Let me give you a little background.
Ooh, context.
Context. Oh, I like context. You're so smart. I don't know these smart words. I don't know. Is context a smart word?
That's because you wear your hat like that.
What's wrong with wearing my hat? If I put the pom-pom behind me,
I'm kidding.
Leave me alone.
All right,
Everyone's
continue.
picking on me today. Happy holidays. Happy holidays.
No, continue. You have the stage.
Thank you, dear. So back in the day when I was athletic, I feel like every old person has their athletic story. I was awfully athletic back in the day. But no, for real, I was a gym rat, 10 plus years, actually 15 plus years of 7 days a week in the gym.
Well,
hardcore.
Now you have to post a picture when you publish this.
I will.
We want to see your guns.
I had a great physique, I will say. I miss it. It also destroyed my body, so I can't move anymore. But
topic for another podcast.
It is. But my nutrition was critical to support what I was looking to achieve when I was attempting to bodybuild. So you had to be on a very strict regimen of food. I had to eat 5 times a day, and I would get up at like 2 a.m. to eat, and then I would get up at 6 a.m. to eat, and I was just eating every couple hours, just eating. So when you're looking to bulk, you have to eat. So that's really kind of conditioned me with this whole ritual around eating or habit. So that's a little context. Not as good. It sounded better in my head when I was thinking about that.
Thank you for providing context. What time do I eat dinner?
4 o'clock.
That is not true.
4:30.
No. No.
5 p.m.
No. I eat before 7 for sure. It depends. I really don't have a set time.
Yeah, between 4 and 6 is your set time. I know your routines.
I would agree. Yeah. It depends on how hungry I am, what I'm doing.
Kathryn eats like a bird. Either a bird or
a
like
beast.
A savage. Like literally she'll go a day without eating, and then the next day it's like, I need Chick-fil-A, I need a milkshake, I need a burger, I need fries.
What did I eat today?
I need a gallon of ice cream. You just had like 3 things of fries.
Chick-fil-A fries and a chocolate milkshake. And I dip my fries in the milkshake. But we're not talking eating
nasty.
habits.
That's a habit.
That is terrible of you to just slam my snack time treat. It is so good. It's like dipping your fries from Wendy's in your Frosty. Okay, but anyway, yes. So I eat dinner around that time. I just can't eat that late. I don't know why. I mean, it's not like I get a great night's sleep.
Anything. Maybe
be quiet. We're not talking about that.
No, that's a good one.
So I'm going back to routines. First off, you go to bed or you make dinner at 7:30, right? You watch TV
and
at
I
night.
cook. So wait, I cook for myself every night. Like
that's an important part. Like you don't microwave. You actually use a skillet and you cook your stuff. And me, I'm
dinner every night.
Throw it in the microwave, heat it up,
and eat it as fast as humanly possible. I actually like the food I cook. It actually tastes good. I like to enjoy my meal.
I am so
I don't inhale it
for you.
I know.
That is so good.
That's why I'm eating alone. Because literally by the time I get my food out of the fridge to prepare, you're done eating. Like literally, that's instant.
But I do have to say,
vaporizes off the plate.
We're not always like that. I mean, we do have dinner. We do make a point of having dinner together sometimes.
I don't know. The waitress or waiter always comes over and is like, oh my goodness, I just put that down and you're already done.
Hey, we're not talking about eating habits. We're talking about evening routines. Well, what's your other routine? Your other routine is you eat dinner at 7:30, but then what do you do? So we watch TV, right? But then around like 9:30, between 9 and 10 is the sweet spot.
You know, this is your fault.
What? Oh my gosh.
I never was like this. I never would.
Are you serious?
Never.
And how did I make you a snackaholic between 9 and 10 p.m. every night?
Because that's what you do.
That is not true. You lie.
What are you talking?
When do I
you
ever
sit
do
on the
that?
throne of lies every night.
What do I eat?
Ice cream.
No.
Oatmeal cookies. Oatmeal. We went over this. Oatmeal with butter and chocolate.
It started with your Skittle obsession. Your massive gallon bag of Skittles by the bed on the nightstand. No, we actually both do snack. We look forward to it. Like it's like, okay, we got a good TV, and especially when we have a good TV show.
Yeah.
And we're into it, and we're like, pause. We pause. How many times do people, I want to know, like when people are watching TV, do they pause to go get snacks? We try to wait till the end of an episode, but sometimes in the middle
sometimes
of the
you can't. Yeah,
no, it's the
you need to feed the beast.
Yeah. I mean, the cravings are strong.
That's going to be an interesting clip.
What?
But
okay.
No, go ahead.
No, you go.
No. No, please.
No, I was just gonna say, what are my habits? My evening ritual. What's my evening ritual?
Oh, okay.
What do I love to do that gets me comfortable?
So the evening ritual is this for Kathryn. Now, Kathryn, we're going to be vulnerable in this episode. Let's share.
I thought we already were.
Well, we're going to go a little deeper into the well.
Ooh. All right, bring it. I'm all about that.
Kathryn showers before bed. Now, mind you, she's probably showered 3 or 4 times in a day already.
Okay, so hey, you got to be honest, because I don't want people out there that are like all about water conservation to be posting comments on this and saying she's wasteful. So I don't normally do 3 to 4 times a day.
It's more, okay, let me rephrase it. You shower more than once a day, every day.
That's more appropriate.
Or take a bath.
Kathryn
loves her baths. Yes.
Bath bombs. Who else likes bath bombs? Everybody loves bath bombs.
I don't, but that's just me. I'm not really a bathtub kind of guy. We actually had this discussion. I'm going to go off on a tangent real quick. I had this discussion the other day that was bizarre. Someone was like, I don't like using washcloths. And I was like, I don't like using
You don't need.
washcloths.
Oh, good point. Yeah, I love it. And then I went on a trip over Thanksgiving, and I was telling you that in Europe they don't provide you washcloths.
Because they're nasty.
But I love a washcloth. I feel like I can really scrub my face. Scrub it. I can't do that with a poof ball.
A
But
loofah?
whatever it's called.
Poof ball.
I mean, you smash it against your face, and it's like
Pause.
you're not getting that face clean.
I guess. I don't know.
Wait, sorry, tangent. I remember, you know what I love? I love a washcloth. My mom, when I was little, really little, and I would take baths, she would sit on the edge of the bathtub and she would get the soap and she would lather the washcloth with soap, and she'd do such a great job lathering it. It would make all these bubbles, and I don't know why, I just loved it. I still remember that to this day. It was
You're
very
bringing back a
comforting.
memory. You're bringing back a memory.
I know. Sorry.
Let's see if anyone remembers this. I don't remember the name. There are two things. When I was little, we had these little foam letters that you would throw in the bathtub, and you can stick them on the wall.
Yeah.
And like spell. And then you had like the foam, like that colored foam that looked like out of the
Shaving
Barbasol
cream.
can.
Yeah.
But it was colored, right? It had colors,
remember.
and it used to leave like a stain all over the tile. It was great. And you always wanted to play with, and your parents were like, no. That makes a mess. I'm not cleaning that up.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a good memory. We'll have to do a nostalgia show too.
I know. I have to throw this in too. I had 2 little bath toys. I used to love wind-up toys because I like how things work.
Oh my.
And
PG.
it would be Miss Piggy doing the backstroke. It was a little tiny Miss Piggy wind-up toy, and she'd be doing the backstroke, and she would be in a little pink, like one-piece swimsuit. A pink one-piece swimsuit with her blonde hair. And then the other one was a scuba diver, like a wetsuit scuba diver. And I absolutely love those toys. Okay, sorry.
Is that like Scuba
Steve?
Scuba Steve?
Scuba Steve, shout out.
Well, no, this
And your
is from the
amazing
movie.
soap products.
From the movie.
I was talking about TikTok.
Big
Scuba
Daddy.
Steve.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Shout out to TikTok Scuba Steve. He does have great. What's soap, bro?
I know.
I use his products.
Okay, back to the topic.
Which was
nightly rituals. Which was nightly rituals.
Well, I know. We were just talking about something though. TV.
Yeah.
This is the problem
No, we were
with
talking
the
about my
aging
ritual.
brain. Yes.
No, we were talking about my ritual, my showers, my baths.
Oh, yes. Wow,
And then, so I like to see, this is pretty good that I'm remembering. So I like to take a shower, and I like to what? Get in really comfortable clothes.
It's
pajamas.
hot. So yes, Kathryn showers to get warm.
I do.
Because she's always cold.
I get
Now,
cold
granted,
a
we
lot.
keep it kind of cold in the house. I like cold,
Which I don't
unfortunately, for
mind
everyone
cold
else.
as long as I'm warm.
Yeah, so Kathryn will put on like flannel pajamas, robe.
Have I ever worn flannel? Actually, I have a few times.
What? Okay, what do you consider those pajamas? Like heavy cotton?
Synthetic.
Okay, whatever.
Chinese.
Comfy, thick, heavy
items
pajamas
I purchased.
with a robe, like a terry cloth robe, wraps up in the robe, and then gets under the heated blanket.
Okay, that's my favorite thing ever. And I literally use it almost every night.
And do you know what happens every night?
I overheat you.
No, you overheat and then kick everything off.
Yeah,
onto
that's
me.
true. That's gotta keep you warm. No,
I never have to worry about that.
So I get why back in the day in like the 80s that they used to do water bags. What are those things called? And the water
Hot bag,
Dang it.
hot.
Oh my gosh, people are gonna post comments in here, be like, I can't believe you can't remember that. Hot water heater, hot water bag.
I think
Google.
it was just.
It's a hot water.
It's a hot water bag.
Okay.
I mean, I think that's what
I thought there was a name for it, but anyway.
I thought so too. Maybe it's
I get why people used to use that, because I'm sure people out there, you can prove me wrong or right. When you get in your bed at night in the winter, your sheets are really cold. Like when you first get in. So I don't like that. And some people love it. They like the crisp, cool feel of it. But I totally get how people would put like the hot water bottles in their bags and heat up your sheets so you could just slide on in.
Yeah, see, I prefer the cold sheets. I like the cold sheets. It's
But
comforting.
you prefer cold climates as opposed to hot climates, and I
So
am
living in
opposite.
Texas was a smart move for me.
Yeah, but now you get really cold really easily.
Shh. You have thinned my blood. I hate it. I hate it.
Uh,
I hate it.
but
So
I like to be under the heated blanket.
yes, and then usually we can watch maybe like one show before Kathryn has just passed out.
Yeah. But we keep the lights on in the room on low, like the dimmed lights. Like
Why
we
is
don't
that
we ha-
relevant?
because lighting is important. Like
Why?
lighting in the evening is important because some people, and I would love to hear from people, do you keep your overhead light on until you're ready for bed and then turn it off? Or do
What
you
are we in a
keep the
car?
side
The overhead light?
or you keep your side lamp on, like on your nightstand? Or do you like keep dimmed lights in the room or you like it just completely dark if you're watching TV? Now, I like a lot of light. I prefer the side, like my nightstand light.
All the lights. All the lights on
I
all
like a
the
lot of
time.
light.
It's
Yeah.
it's like staring at the sun when
That's a
Kathryn's home.
compromise though. In the evening for a ritual, it is a compromise to
For
keep it
who?
on for me.
But you're not doing anything that requires light.
But what if I did?
Then you turn the light on.
I
I
used to
struggle
love
to
to
see
read
the
at night.
problem.
I don't
Yes,
read
and
as much.
you have a side lamp for reading or
No, I
reading
do.
light.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah,
So
I
I'm
feel like I go
confused as
through
to why we need.
phases.
Gosh,
I
this
go
whole
through
house
phase
goes
like
through phases.
that's true. Travis and I are very similar in our phases of snack items. Like we'll be all in on one like Doritos for like a week or two, and then I'm like, no, it's old. I'm on to a different one. Now it's like Nutella croissants or something.
And it's always random. There's never any logic to your snacking.
Does there need to be? Does
No.
someone say you have to have logic when selecting your snacks? No. It's what you feel when you feel it. That's the beauty of it.
Wow, that is a t-shirt. It's what you feel when you feel it.
Actually,
Deep thoughts.
don't put that on a shirt because then people will literally take that and not do good things.
Wow. Okay. All right. Is there a habit you refuse to skip no matter how tired you are?
I'm obsessive about flossing before bed. I really am. And the shower. I don't ever not take a shower before bed. And I know people that like to take showers in the mornings, but that
You
is
take a
part of
shower
my,
in the morning.
yeah, I do, but I can't not go without a shower at night because it's part of my ritual, my evening routine. It helps me get into a good, like sleep mode. So, but I can totally not eat dinner. Like that's definitely not important.
Yeah, and eating for you just isn't important. It's just fuel. And when you're low, you head to the refrigerator, aka the gas station, fuel up, and you're on the road again until you need to refuel. Like I know you
Food.
got about 2 days without food before you need to refuel. Like literally can go 2 days without eating a thing,
Mhm.
and then we'll pull up and be like, "Yo, I'm kind of hungry," and then you go crazy. You'll eat like
Oh,
half gallon of ice cream. You'll eat
shh, stop it.
like
That's enough. I just thought of this and I have to say it. Okay, weeknight routines versus weekend routines for the evening is not really that different, is it? And
no.
like you have been known to say like it'll be nighttime, we'll be in bed, and you're like, I can't believe we're in bed at 9 o'clock.
I
And
can't believe
I'm
we're
like,
home on a Saturday.
yeah, that's what you'll say, or that's what you used to say. And then I'd be like, "Well, you want to go out?" and you'd be like, "No." And I'm like, "Well, okay, so are you like is there a call to action here?" And
Yes,
finally
to
you stop
complain.
saying it. No,
It's
cuz
to
you like
complain.
because then it'd be like, "Well, there's nowhere to go," or I don't know.
Or we don't
Actually,
want to
that's
have
not
to
true.
deal with fighting the public. It's awfully crowded
Yeah,
where
the
we live,
weekends are
so
always hard. Yeah,
it's
to go
always
out.
insanely busy. So,
Traffic and like sometimes
and
you
if you
just
want to go out to eat, you're waiting like an hour.
yeah, but I always try to book a reservation
Yeah, you're
no
good
matter
like that.
what.
That's
Like
another habit.
we'll be on the way to a restaurant sometime, like we'll be somewhere and we're like, "Hey, we should go out to dinner." And I'll be like on my phone, open table, trying to schedule a reservation because
It's
it's so much easier. I don't like standing and waiting.
yes, I don't either, but I
I
feel like
used
I'm
to
more
do that a
tolerant.
lot.
I'm more tolerant than you, which is surprising when it comes to that.
That is kind of weird. I am really patient with a lot of things, but there are things that I have no patience with.
Yes, traffic,
Waiting
waiting at the
for a
restaurant.
table. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, but I need to go back. We got to go back. Let's take a trip into the past. What were your evening habits when you were younger? Let's say like teenage years. And then let's go to like 20s and 30s.
Oh
So
gosh.
let's start teenage years. What were you doing? Like age 16, 17, 18 at
I was
night.
never home. I was
Yeah,
out.
same. Same. And on the weekends, and like we see this with our kids. It's like it doesn't matter where you go as long as you were out, like hanging out at the gas. Like now with teenagers, you see them at like the fast food places. You see them at the gas station hanging out.
I feel like that's the
The
same. It
movie
was the same
theater
when I was
parking
a
lot.
kid.
It is. I mean, it has not changed. It's so funny. And
But
kids will
one of
find those places.
yeah, well, they're open.
Yeah.
But one
Any
of the
parking lot.
routines or habits I had when I was a kid, I had this boom box
Uh-huh.
that I had before I got a stereo in my room. Like stereo in my room, I was like, oh my gosh! Like my brother had like this huge system in his room, like 20
Uh-huh.
speakers. I was like, oh, I got to match that energy.
That's
So anyway,
insane.
at night, I would always listen to music. I had to listen to music to fall asleep. Had to,
Okay.
had to, had to.
Me too. I would get home from being out and I'd put on my Walkman or my CD player with the headphones and I'd fall asleep like that.
See,
Okay.
I didn't wear headphones, but I remember, all right, I'm going to date myself. When auto reverse happened, it was the best thing ever because the music never stopped.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It,
Or when you could put
at,
something on replay. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah.
well, auto reverse, it would flip the tape.
Oh, I forgot about that. Wow, you
Yeah.
really did date yourself. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Just kidding. No, I do remember that. It's funny, like all these features now we're like so old, man, and now it's like but back in the day we were like, wow, this is cutting edge.
You kidding me? I had in one of my cars, I had back in the day, stereo system was everything if you had it in your car.
If you
And
were a
I'll never
guy.
forget my 1987 VW Scirocco 16 valve. I had this Alpine tape changer. I could put 6 tapes in the
Oh,
trunk.
I remember you telling me about
A
this.
tape change, like
That's crazy.
really
That's
crazy.
awesome.
I
But at
remember
that
when you used to have a
age,
CD changer in your trunk. Oh man, you could load
yes.
that thing up with 10 CDs. You were clubbing in the
Do you
car.
remember the CD, like the case, the zipper case
Oh
where you
yeah,
could like,
you would
it was like
carry
an
it around with you
album.
everywhere. My gosh,
I remember my
I
friend had that. It was so funny. She had all these CDs. She'd always pick me up for school and she'd have them. It was just funny.
so when I moved here,
Hmm.
when we moved,
Yeah.
I don't think you saw them, but I think it was before, like as I was packing up, I had at least 2,000 plus CDs, maybe more. I
I
mean, I
remember
had
you talking
bins
about it.
and bins and bins and bins,
So many.
and I was throwing them away. I was just like, all right, just gonna toss them
Because
because I
I mean, if
can't.
you resell them, you can't get any money for them unless it's
No,
something
I mean they
rare.
were just. Well, I had a bunch of signed stuff, but I just was like, I don't even own a CD player anymore. Like my
Oh,
computer
yeah.
doesn't
Good
have a
point.
CD. Like the only way I could
Yeah, mine
listen
doesn't
to it
either.
anyway. I gave them to Heath, so Heath has them all.
Okay. I'm sure
So
he
they
listens to all of them.
probably has them all. He's another music junkie like me.
Okay. So moving into the 20s, what
I don't
was
want to
different
talk
in your
about my.
20s?
Let's just say I was doing bad things in my 20s. So
Okay. So
that
you're
was
always
my
out
routine.
partying. That was your routine.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's fast forward. Becoming a parent. So I specifically remember thinking to myself, all these years, okay, nightly routine is during the week, obviously you get up, you go to work, you come home, you eat dinner, or you go hang out for a little bit, you come home and you do it all over again, right? Like you get ready for bed and then you get up really early and you go to work again. And then on the weekends, I always thought weekends are for partying. Yeah, I worked hard during the week. I'm making money and I'm going out, and Friday, Saturday, go out, have fun. Yeah, after I had kids, I would still try to do that. And I gave up. after so many years, because your weekends totally change. And I think that's one thing, like, and not that we're talking about parenting, but I think that's, or at least for me, I didn't realize that being a parent was going to change my weekends. Not in a bad way. It was just different, you know? So instead of like going out to the club, or, you know, going to hang out with friends or going to the movies or whatever, you know, it's like you're doing other stuff, which is a priority, right? Like you're doing stuff with your kids, or you're like getting in bed early because you're really tired because you had a long day. So I remember that routine being different. And then I kind of let that go, you know, and then it became about other things, but still good stuff. You know, I don't want people thinking it was like a negative thing. I love being a
No,
parent.
that is evident. That is true.
Yeah.
My routine kind of altered where I got into the whole health kick. So I kicked all sugar,
Mm.
all carbs. I was like proteins and
Ooh.
fats and
And
just literally.
you told me about when you go to dinner. Like, you
Yeah, it
remember?
was terrible. I was miserable to be around because I was so structured in what I could and
Strict.
could not eat, strict, and it was just miserable to be around. And I did this for way too long and it destroyed many of my relationships, but it just, I don't know what happened in my brain that literally it was funny. I saw a picture of myself when I was 29 laying on a pool float. And I was like, I'll never look like this again. I was the heaviest I ever was, like over 300 pounds. And just, I was like, I'm never going to look like this again. And from that day forward, I dropped like literally 160 pounds through diet
Oh,
and
wow.
exercise and just got in really good shape. But so diet is a huge part of the statement, abs are made in the kitchen, right? So
Yeah. Oh, you know what? One of our next topics should be about health and nutrition. Because I
mhm.
told you, which a lot of people don't know this about me unless you've read like one of my articles, you know, on Voyage to Dallas, or if you've known me personally, which some people know this, but I weighed like over 200 pounds when I was in middle school. So we should definitely talk about health and like the old health
We
and
should
nutrition days.
that and just, body dysmorphia, self-image. I mean, I think it's important
Healthy
that
balance. And with the
yes,
kids too, like
it's too
definitely a
extreme.
lot to talk about.
And it's a shame because when your kids kind of see that repetitive nature and the focus on, I mean, nutrition should always be a focus. I mean, you should always
It's
be concerned
important.
about how
Yeah.
you eat, but for the right reasons.
Health.
Yes. But yes, we're really getting off tangent here. So,
Going back, backtrack. Do, do, do,
what's your
do.
biggest pet peeve at night? Like what's your biggest nighttime pet peeve?
Ooh, that's a good one. So it's not regularly a pet peeve. It depends on my hormonal imbalance, but noises will really
Hmm.
bother me. I get overstimulated, and not in a good way. I get overstimulated in my
Wow.
brain when there's too many
Poor me.
noises. Or like if people are talking too much, like sometimes I just need quiet. So, you know, if there are noises outside, or if there are noises in the house, or sometimes even with the TV, if it's too loud, or if we have like UFC fighting on, or you know, something that's like aggravating me, if I'm feeling imbalanced hormonally, it magnifies. So that is a huge pet peeve. But
Commercials. You
and certain types of
where the
commercials.
volume like spikes up out of nowhere.
But what
It's
kind of
instant.
commercials do we
Oh,
see
well, it's
nightly
all
that is like, oh my, it's giving me
pharmaceutical.
anxiety. All the pharmaceutical ads that are like happy people, you know, like wandering around, being happy with
May
one
cause
another.
death,
And then the
stroke,
entire voiceover is, this drug is not for everyone. It could
may
cause
cause
death,
death,
stroke,
stroke,
you
vomiting,
know, and
diarrhea, dizziness,
vision loss,
death.
hair loss, nail loss, loss of taste, you know, and I'm just like, I have so much anxiety at night because of these ads. And I'm like, why are they all on at the same time? It's very annoying.
I think my biggest pet peeve is just having literally like 5,000 channels on TV
Oh,
and not being able
yeah.
to find one thing to watch. Not one freaking thing to
That's
watch
a consistent pet peeve.
that has any intelligent writing that kind of pulls you in. I don't know. we've been struggling, and we've been
Yeah.
watching some bad TV. Bad
Yeah, bad
TV. But you
writing
like
and
bad TV? You like bad TV.
do you
I'm
better be
right.
careful what you say, man.
And what's our TV rule? What's our TV? Well, my TV rule.
We have to watch at least 3 episodes before we throw in the towel.
Yeah, because you never like the first episode is never really all that great to a lot of shows. So if you give it 3, I feel like I've given it enough to decide whether I want to continue or not.
Yeah.
So the 3-episode rule is important. Rule. It's not really a rule. It's kind of a guide.
Do you think routines are about bless you?
Thank
Well,
you.
actually, I feel like this is like a question that already is kind of has an answer. I mean, it's like obvious. Do you think routines are about discipline or comfort or both?
So for me, it's much more about comfort. Like I was saying, I just
Same.
didn't have a lot of structure
Yeah.
in my life. So routines give me structure. It
Yeah.
anchors me. So I'm not adrift at sea because I'm often adrift at sea.
Yeah.
It's
No, go ahead.
no, I was
No, go
done.
ahead.
I was
Go
done.
ahead.
Continue.
What is a habit that you would want to build together? Like something in the evening that we
Lots
don't.
of sex.
Yes, dear.
Was this ASMR now?
Yeah, no. Okay. Besides
I
that,
got you
no,
to
I'm
blush.
kidding. Actually, you look really red.
Yeah, I'm blushing.
No, one thing I would say is I would love to read more. We've done it a few
I'm
times.
a lucky
where
man.
Shh.
I love my comfy
You are.
pajamas, my robe,
My book.
my heated blanket.
Heated
I love
blanket.
to read at night.
Just wait.
just
You're going to
like to
get me
do-
a.
Activities alone. You're just in the room to keep the bed warm.
Oh, actually, you are. You do keep me warm at
Oh my
night.
gosh.
My feet.
That
Oh,
and our
but
old ass TV.
that heats up when it's on
Oh my
too
gosh.
long, and
We
it's
have
like
this,
hot in the
20-year-old
room.
plasma TV that literally kicks off. If I put we have one of those digital thermometer, like laser thermometers, it literally kicks off 100 degrees.
It
at
does.
that
You've
TV.
you've run in the
It's
room
like a
when it's
fireplace.
super hot. Oh, there was something I was gonna say. Oh yeah. Do we keep the door open or closed or
Yeah, see,
cracked?
this is
I'm
a
curious
habit.
what people do.
So I was a closed door person.
Okay.
You're an
Why?
open door person.
But I know, but I'm curious why you closed the door.
So that was an interesting routine that you had that I didn't have. You know, again, blending
Mm-hmm.
2 people together with a household. Your thing was anyone can come in the room and just like literally walk in the room. There was
Oh,
no
yeah.
privacy.
Yeah.
Like literally, if the door was cracked open, even if it was closed, just come in. One thing I did appreciate, which I wasn't used to, which was also another routine, both of your kids would say goodnight to you every night. They would come downstairs and say goodnight every night.
Yeah, that's true.
I think Travis's junior and senior year, he would hang out in the bedroom like
He'd pop a
for-
squat on the floor,
yeah, and we'd talk about the day and
or he'd
chit
just
chat.
come
So that was a
in.
nice routine.
Yeah.
Or just come in and hang out. That's one
Yeah.
thing your kids don't do a lot of, or at least Travis does. It was watch TV, like a physical TV.
No, yeah.
They're always
they
on
They don't watch TV at night. Well, now Becca does. Or
But
she
on
likes to
her
watch shows.
iPad.
On her
yeah,
iPad.
but she
yeah.
doesn't. So
And Travis
Did
just
you-
watch like TikTok all the time. So there is no,
no,
more
he's
TV
he's
for
not
that
on
generation.
TikTok anymore. TikTok's done. He's not on TikTok. I think he's on Instagram.
But context, the reason that I used to do that, like I'd always keep the door open for the kids is because for that reason, they would come in and chat. Or like I like to be able to be alert to anything going on in the house, even at night, like if I was asleep. But the main reason I used to do that is because when I was younger, my parents would always be in their room at night and they wouldn't be asleep. You know, they'd be reading or my dad would be on his laptop or whatever. And I'd go out from a night, you know, go to the movies or whatever with friends. And then I'd come home and I didn't realize this till the kids started doing this. I wanted to chat. So it's funny because everybody always makes the joke about teenagers and how they don't talk to you all day, but then 10, 11 o'clock at night, they're ready to
when you're ready
talk
for
your
bed.
ear off. When you're so tired, you know, compromise, all right? It's important. But
Is that a compromise? I don't feel like
Yeah,
that's a compromise. You're just
it's a
giving in.
compromise.
If
Yeah,
you're too
that's
tired,
true.
you could say, "Hey,
Yeah.
I'm too tired to chat. We'll chat tomorrow."
But I never liked to do that. I never
And your
liked
door
to.
logic just baffles me because if you think about it, if the door's open, you're not going to hear anybody. So if the door's closed, you'd hear somebody opening the door.
Most mothers would say that they're light enough sleepers that if they knew something was happening with their kids at night, they would wake up.
Every
Wow,
man
that
for
was
himself.
yeah.
Figure it
But
out.
the door
Life
thing,
lesson.
yeah. So you would keep the door shut, but now we keep it cracked, don't we? I mean, we keep it cracked, so we don't keep it shut and we don't keep it open completely.
It would be shut. If it was up to me, it'd be shut.
I always feel like freaked out, like something could. I don't
It's
know. It's
your house.
illogical. Yeah, but I feel like
Yes.
there's something going on out in the living room or by the front door, and I have my door shut. And what if someone was in my house stealing everything? And
Oh my gosh. Another one. I swear, literally, you could
shh,
break into any house here with a putty knife. I mean, that's how crappy these things are
don't
built.
say that. Don't advertise that. Actually,
We
not.
gotta
That's not true. People have massive security systems.
we have a massive security. I mean, I'm not worried. We got enough security
Oh,
here.
this is totally random, but I'm not a fan of solicitors at my front door.
Oh my
If
gosh. You
if I
talk
had
about
a
a pet peeve.
Yeah, if I had a dog, I would let it. No, I wouldn't really. But what we started to, I put a sign in the little garden area by the front door. It's like no soliciting unless you're a Girl Scout, of course. But these people, they see the sign and they come on up anyway and ring the
But wait,
doorbell.
the
What?
doorbell has a sign on
Wait,
it that says
yes.
no
Well,
soliciting.
well, that came after, but now we don't get any solicitors. So we put the little no soliciting sign over
We
the
still get
doorbell.
solicitors. I just head them off at the pass before
What?
Kathryn. Yes, we still get them.
Before I lose my mind.
I
But yeah,
like to
but we
keep that
put
stress away from you. I also don't like when you answer the door to solicitors because you're aggressive, and I'm thinking, gosh, these people, they could get ticked off and come back and vandalize or do something.
I'm rude. Well, I'm
Yes,
not
you are.
rude.
It's the only time
I
you're
usually
aggressive.
I point to the sign. I had this one guy come up to the door and I opened it because okay, the reason I get irritated is because I work from home, right? Like I'm on my laptop, I'm in the middle of doing something, and if anybody knows, anybody ADHD like me, you're in the middle of a task when you get like disrupted from it, it's really hard to get your mind back on it. So I go downstairs to open the door to some guy who's peddling something, and I'm like, dude, did you not see the sign right there? Like that to me, I'm like, that is so disrespectful and rude. Like you're gonna come knock on my door anyway and not respect my wishes. Like, no. And you think I'm gonna buy your product? Boy, you better step.
We get a lot of foot traffic in our neighborhood. A lot. Living in Texas has been wild because the weather. The weather's crazy here.
Yeah.
I forget what time of year it is. Is it June? Anyway, it's
It's
sometime
all
like
year.
spring, summer. The roofers are out, right? Hey, you need to replace your roof. I swear, if it was up to them, you get your roof replaced every 6 months around here. It's
Yeah, it's pretty
insane.
crazy.
Now, we
Yeah.
get a lot of hail, which I understand causes quite a bit of damage and we get a lot of hail. I've never seen anything like it with the hail storms here. It's
I gotta
one
I
day
gotta
it's
go
sunny
back.
and all right, go back.
I gotta go back to my favorite.
Going back.
Going back.
I
Reverse,
don't know what
reverse.
this is, but
No one can see it except me. Oh, yeah. Okay. At Halloween, we had I went out to, I don't know, Walmart or something, and I got this set of body parts, tiny body parts, like an eyeball, a finger that's been cut off. I don't know, there's some other stuff in there. And I usually use it for like table decor. Well, we took the finger and we drilled it into the wall above the doorbell so that the finger is resting gently on the doorbell and it's like all bloody. And we get the Amazon guys. In the past we've gotten like the Amazon UPS guys and they're like, this is hilarious, and I'm like, yeah. And then someone asked me the other day, they're like, does this really, so it was not intentional that the little no soliciting sign on the doorbell was not like part of a set with the finger, but it looks like it is a set because it's the bloody finger and then it has no soliciting allowed, And so this one guy, I don't remember what he was delivering. I was out there one day and he's like, does this deter people from no soliciting? I said, well, I haven't dealt with anybody in the past several months. Little did I know you were doing it. You were dealing with the solicitors, but you got to let me do my usability testing here and see if it actually works to hinder people from ringing the bell. No, I don't want your roof. No, don't cut my trees.
They still ring the bell. But the thing is, for me, I'm always polite.
You are.
When I answer the door.
You and my dad are very polite.
But what irritates me is when I'm like, no, I'm not interested. Thank you.
And they keep at it.
And then they keep asking me, are you sure? Who are you currently using? I'm like, dude, I'm trying. And I always say, listen, I'm trying to be nice, I'm trying to be polite.
You do say that,
yeah. Increasingly difficult for me to continue down that path.
And I'm going to say, too, that if someone posts on this podcast that we're mean, then...
Why do you keep bringing this stuff up? We're not mean. But
I bet people are going to be like, well, you're mean. You're mean to the solicitors. No, I am not. They're mean to me by bothering me. If I want a roof, I know I can call you. I will call you. I'll call you. You don't call me.
We just had the roof replaced. So I feel like we need stickers or like a signal or a sign that says
I know.
Roof
We've already purchased roof.
It's like a water filter when it goes bad,
June
it turns the color.
Yeah. Expiration date. We'll just put our expiration dates out there. Come back.
I swear people are just going to send solicitors to the house now because you said that.
I know. Hey, I do have a story though, because it is really important to be nice to people that come to your front door, because I felt really bad. So context, in our neighborhood, we had some issues with like mail theft. We had one issue where these teenage kids came in our neighborhood and like ripped out everybody's mail stuff out of their mailboxes. And like everybody in the neighborhood, we know pretty much all of our neighbors. We woke up the next day and there was like mail all over they were looking for.
It's like a stupid thing.
It was frustrating though. So, So that same year, like everybody was always posting on like the neighborhood chat, hey, I saw this random stranger outside, and it was like, everybody was so overprotective. It's like neighborhood watch on steroids. And so there was a kid that came to the door and he was soliciting and he was young and it was just kind of a weird thing. Like I think I had answered the door and he was a little bit strange.
But wait,
or whatever the product was, I thought it was fake.
You're not giving context. So he was soliciting, he was asking for financial information.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
but he was dressed just as like a normal kid.
No,
he looked young.
He didn't have any
had no branding. He was carrying nothing. And he just had a clipboard with blank paper, like blank.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So there was no indication that this person was representing any company. And they're literally asking for personal information.
Yeah, true.
So they could write it down.
That's true. So I was justified. Thank you for remembering that. So then I had a picture from, everybody's got video cameras. So I posted it on our next door stuff. And I was like, hey, if anybody's seen this guy, just beware. He's asking for sensitive information. And I can't confirm that he actually works at this place. Unless, I would have to call and verify and all that. But why? I don't even want the product. So the mother. So apparently he lived in our neighborhood and his mom ended up posting on my post and she was like, oh, that's my son. And I was like, and so she and I messaged back and forth and I felt bad, but at the same time, I'm like, this is the world we live in where everybody's always on guard of being taken advantage of. So it ended up being fine. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I'll take it off. I just wasn't sure. And she's like, he's really new. And he was like really nervous and and I was like, oh, sorry. But I didn't say anything bad about him. I just was like, beware, because you never know with scams.
But it was also, since the mom reached out, it was also nice to say, hey, listen, he should be wearing something.
And I did tell her that.
Yeah. And she took it. We, like you said, it was
And she was
good,
very sweet,
yeah,
very
it was
nice
a good
lady.
lesson, right? Like,
Yeah,
hey, if
it
you're going to be
was.
knocking on people's doors asking for social security numbers, you may want to second guess that, because that's not
Yeah,
something people
poor
are just
guy.
going to give to you. So yes,
Yes.
that was interesting. That was
Sorry. I
definitely
know that was like a
interesting.
totally random.
Yeah,
We went
this
off on a
podcast has
tangent.
been absolutely all over the place. This
This
is
is
our
the
daily
kitchen
life, though.
sink.
This
Yeah,
is
that's true.
literally what happens to us every day. It is so random. And that brings us back to routines, because our life is so chaotic and random. It's
Yeah,
nice to
true.
be able to depend on having a routine to anchor you to something.
Oh yeah.
So
But like when you travel, you really like we definitely miss we're like, oh, like I miss this may not be simple, but I miss an ice maker with being able to go in, get ice, because that's another routine I have. I always have
gosh,
to
I
get
wish that
ice and
routine would go
water
away forever. I've thought
before I
about
go to
breaking
bed.
the ice maker.
I'll just get another one, a standalone that does crushed ice. Which
Yeah,
I
well,
want
that
that
would be
anyway
better. It would be way better. You know why?
because I
Because I
won't
wouldn't
crunch so
have to
much.
hear, oh my gosh.
Well, I have an iron deficiency that I mean, I take iron pills, but sometimes when my iron
It's
gets
not
really
the
low.
fact that you eat ice. It's the
Yeah,
way
I know
you
it's the
eat ice. It's
sound.
like an echo
There is
chamber.
no other way for me to eat it besides.
False. Oh my gosh. I got to record this one day. I got to get this on. I got to put a microphone like here
Yeah,
on
you
you,
should. It'd be funny.
like a lavalier mic, and get the full ASMR on that one.
But I miss it when we travel. I'm like, because when you're in a hotel, it's like you get bottled water. I mean, you could go get ice, but
You could go. Every floor has an ice machine.
I do not. And I'm probably an anomaly, but I don't trust the ice maker at the hotels. I'm like, when was the last time you cleaned this?
You're not. Well, I will
I'm a
say
little bit of a
this.
clean freak, though.
Coming from the restaurant industry, you may
I
not
know
want to
I'm
get the
not
ice
wrong
in a
about
restaurant.
that.
So
I mean,
it's one of the things that don't get cleaned often, and it's quite interesting that people don't, or commercial ice makers are not cleaned. I shouldn't say it's not all, but in the restaurants I worked at,
Some of
I
them.
tell you, I never cleaned it.
Yeah, I know. I've definitely worked in the restaurant industry, and we never, like the place I worked at, no one ever cleaned that thing. Anyway, but I miss it, because I don't know, you miss the creature comforts when you're not in your
Well, it's a
own
habit.
home.
It's a ritual.
Yeah.
It's a routine.
Yeah.
It's a routine.
Or like I like having little snacks at night, and when you're traveling, you can't.
So here's
you can-
another habit that
What?
Kathryn has that is interesting. Maybe it's not all that interesting, but you are dedicated slippers.
Oh my!
Her feet will not touch the bare floor. They'll touch the
unless
carpet.
it's carpet.
Oh,
yeah.
no. So only in the bedroom will you not have shoes on, but literally
'cause we
there's
all have
slippers out front of the door of your office, which is upstairs.
Carpet.
Then you have slippers for downstairs. So yeah, you literally have multiple slippers for multiple. Your feet never touch the floor.
I need to buy travel slippers. Oh, you made me think of that. I'm gonna buy because I always pack my regular slippers because I can't stand walking on hotel carpet, and I'm sure I'm also an anomaly in that. But
I don't think so. You're
it
just
grosses
OCD.
me out. I am. My dad is very OCD about that.
And
Mark.
me, being a sneakerhead, this is like a weird thing. I hate being in shoes and that. Like literally, I'm in bare feet. I walk outside in bare feet.
I know you're total opposite. My feet, the only reason, well, cleanliness. Like if I'm going to a hotel somewhere or whatever, I'm gonna wear my slippers. Just grosses me out. But I have to do it. My feet get cold downstairs. That's why. Because it's all hardwood except the bedroom. And then upstairs, my feet get cold, surprisingly upstairs.
That was such a moment right there. It's all
What?
hardwood downstairs. It's all hardwood downstairs. But
I said it's all hardwood except for
you
the
didn't
bedroom.
get it. You didn't get it.
Be quiet.
Right over her head. Always, all day, every
There's
day.
a reason it goes over my head. There's a purposeful. Yeah, but I always have to have my slippers. And they're comfortable. I mean,
I can't wear I hate my feet being sweaty.
And you don't like your feet being wet. Yeah.
Hate it. Like all the years snowboarding, if my boots got wet, like my socks got wet, it just ruined the day. Even when I was a little kid.
Which is lame. No, I'm kidding.
We talked about this. As a little kid, we used to have those rubber boots.
Oh,
and your parents would put like the bag over your sock. The
Yes. Yeah.
plastic bag,
I
and then the
remember.
boot had like that little rubber band with the button.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It never kept the
Never
water
worked.
out.
Yeah.
So I hated my feet being wet because they would get so cold
Yeah.
and just slushy. And I'm like, those are the worst things ever. How did we survive with rubber boots and plastic bags in the snow? Now, being on the East Coast, we got a lot of snow, so we'd be out in the snow in that, and
Uh-huh.
you'd sink your foot into that deep snow, and all that snow would just pour in.
We
That
just dealt
plastic
with it.
bag, that plastic bag ain't doing nothing. It
No.
ain't doing nothing. Who's the
But as
chance?
a kid, no one cares. You're out having fun. You're playing
It
with the
was like,
snow.
although this did work when you used to wrap the soda can in aluminum foil, keep it cold.
Oh,
That
yeah.
actually did work. I
The
need to bring that back. Although
insulation.
I don't drink soda anymore.
How
I
long
miss
do you
soda.
take a shower for compared to me? You're
I will
super
take,
quick.
yeah, but you're not. I wouldn't categorize you as a long shower taker. You're
I like a
8 minutes,
hot shower.
but 8 minutes,
Yeah,
like
that's
you're in
true.
and
I
out.
mean, it's not long, but you're way faster than me.
I don't have a lot to wash. I don't have a lot of hair.
Yeah, true.
So, I mean, I don't know. Yeah,
But
it's just not
how
time.
long do we okay, it's more me, I think, where we'll be in our routine for like a couple weeks and then and then I get restless.
Yeah, it drives me
It's like
nuts.
it's like once a month. And then I want to break routine. And sometimes I'll break routine by being like, I'm not ready to go to bed. Or we'll sit out in the living room. We don't immediately go into the bedroom and settle in for the night. I'm like, let's sit out in the living room for a while. And that's how we break up our routine.
Well,
Partly.
it's really up to you. You're the barometer in all this because it depends on your level of
My
exhaustion.
mood. Yeah,
No,
that's
you're
true
not
too.
never a bad mood. It's just how tired you are. So if you're super tired, and Kathryn has a tell. When she gets tired, she has a tell. And it's funny because literally she sounds drunk.
Oh,
She'll start like slurring her words and
I
she'll like
do.
become incoherent. And I'm like,
And you're like, you think I'm on drugs or
I
something.
was like,
And
have
I'm
you been
not.
drinking? She's like, "Oh, I'm
Yeah,
just
but
tired."
yeah, I get so tired,
I've
especially
never
on
seen
days where
anyone crash like you. Like literally
true,
just
it's true.
done. It's an on off button with
Like
your
the other night,
sleepiness.
I was
Yes.
talking to you and I felt awake, and then all of a sudden I was like, I was under my heated blanket and we were watching something and I was like, I feel so comfortable and I just ate something really good. I don't remember what it was, but and then I was out, man. And then you said, I think you said something and I was like, what? I'm not asleep.
Yeah, you always
What?
argue with me.
Yeah. You're
And
like, why don't you
always
go to
so
bed? And I'm like,
I feel
no.
like I feel like this routine show turned into the pet peeve show, but the other thing is Kathryn is notorious for. We'll be into a show, like watching it, and I'll be,
Oh yeah.
all in, right? And
Hmm.
I have a habit where I won't watch certain things if we're watching it together. I won't watch it alone.
Yeah,
Like I won't
true.
move ahead. I'll wait. Kathryn always falls asleep.
Yeah.
Always. And I'm like, oh
Well, we'll
my
finish
God.
one episode and then I'll be like, you'll be like, how do you feel? And I'm like, I'm good. Let's keep going. And then 10
5 minutes
minutes
later.
into the next show, and then you're like, turn it back on the UFC
No, not
or on
UFC.
Patrol Live.
Bare knuckle boxing.
Which
Come on.
is, I mean, come on, people. Like, bare knuckle fighting or on Patrol Live or some kind of cop, like live cop PD show at night is not very calming, you know? But it's funny because I get into the live PD stuff. I'm like, what's going to happen next?
It's
And I'm
great.
like, is this real life? Like, people are like insane.
Yes,
And
it's
it's
real life.
funny. It's like funny to me. Not like the murder stuff.
Wow,
But
you're a horrible person.
no, but like the lies people come up with, they're like, of why I think it's the high speed chases that crack me up. Like people literally think they're going to get away. And I'm like, you're on the highway and traffic is not moving, but yet you still continue to move the vehicle forward. And you've got like 5 cop cars behind you. And I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see what happens.
See, you make fun of me nonstop for watching this stuff, and as
I
soon as
do.
soon
I
as
really
you're
don't
like
like it
awaken
though.
up, I know you don't. And I've been better. I don't leave it on because it is annoying when the room is dark and the red and blue lights are constantly flashing.
Yeah, and I used to wear like a mask because that was always helpful, but you really don't watch it much anymore.
Well, no,
But
on purpose. But so I moved to jail. I watch jail when they process the criminals in jail. So there's no
And
red and blue lights with that.
then you did Border Patrol, where people are
Yeah.
like trying to bring drugs over the
I
line.
love all that stuff. I love all that
This
stuff.
is
I don't know
why, and in our last podcast, you were like, "We're detectives." Like with Third Entity, you're like, "We like to
No.
solve problems, and we're detectives." I mean, we
Well,
do,
we are,
we do like it, the mystery of everything.
but yeah. Shout out to all the people that keep us safe, by the way. Shout out to
Yes,
all the people that keep us
thank you
safe.
for your
So,
service.
yes, appreciate it.
If you don't
Appreciate it. And
hear
I
it
enjoy
often
watching you
enough,
on TV.
yeah, y'all are very entertaining.
But yes, shout
That
out to
sounds
Live
bad.
PD. Man, that show. On Patrol. No, it's not Live PD anymore. That was the original name. It's On Patrol
Okay.
Live.
I
Yeah,
get
I forget
confused.
why. I think they moved networks. Anyway, Sean Sticks Larkin. You got me all like distracted.
Yeah, and I got you the T-shirt one year for Christmas.
You did. You
I did.
did.
It was
You
funny.
did. I don't know
Okay,
why I'm fascinated with that stuff. But any case, that's a ritual. That's a routine of mine.
I want to actually add. I have another question for you. Getting back to like routines and stuff. Things that we've learned about each other. How do we support each other's need for rest differently? Like I mean, the world can be a very overwhelming place, especially with the freaking news at your, like in front of you all the time. So, when I say rest, it's not necessarily sleeping. It's more like,
So Kathryn has a routine now that's fairly new.
I do.
And yes, so we'll get in a bed and I'll put the TV on. And of course, we're like, oh, there's nothing to watch and moan and groan. So we'll put something on just for the background. And we'll start scrolling, right? Of course, got
Yeah.
a phone in our hand. It's quite romantic, both of us on our phones. And hey, you see this? Or we'll be going through the content of the day or planning our next day for what content we need to release or whatever. We actually do spend a
forgot.
good amount of time talking about content. You wouldn't know it from this podcast, but we do prepare for these. Sora. So Sora is the AI. It's like makes these AI videos.
Yeah.
But it's starring whoever, like her, Kathryn and myself. And Kathryn's big thing, and they're funny. She does these Soras of stuff we're experiencing in real time.
Yeah.
Throughout the day.
Things that annoy me in the daytime.
Whether it's sitting in traffic, the constant groundskeeping that happens every 5 minutes around here. I feel like we can never get away from the leaf blower and the lawnmower, but it's unbelievable. Oh my gosh. And the windows around here don't filter anything out noise wise. But yes, that becomes for hours or until you run out of credits.
Steam. Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
So
it's limited.
That's one of your big rituals, which is funny though.
It is.
And we crack ourselves up.
Reliever.
But we also try and have some. You were talking about it earlier. I consume a lot of news for another podcast I do. So we talk a lot about current events, and it's daunting. I never realized how much it takes a toll on you, and I hope it doesn't become a habit. But you always are very good at kind of bringing the levity into it, and we always laugh. I mean, we try and always have some form of laughter before bed. So,
and we talk a lot before bed too.
Yes.
We always have a lot. We talk about all sorts of things before we go to bed. So we might have the TV on, but we talk a lot too.
But you're literally getting a window into our bedtime routine. You're welcome, everyone. You all thought it was going to be some spicy, really, something
That's
more
our
than
next podcast.
Bring out the flannel, baby. It's going to be a hot one tonight.
It's going to be called Nightly Spice.
Nightly Spice. Sounds like a drug. Did you take your Nightly Spice? Oh, Nightly Spice. Kathryn, you are just adorable.
Wonderful.
Adorable. But yes, that would be, we always try and ramp things down.
Yeah.
It doesn't always work though. I have to say it doesn't always work.
Like some nights we're really stressed from the day or whatever's going on in the world. And so it's hard. I'm sure a lot of people out there have a hard time unwinding at night.
Yeah, let us know how you unwind at night. What are your
I'd be
routines?
curious.
Because I feel like the TV is becoming less and less of a unwinding.
It's not fun anymore. There's nothing. There's a lot of not good stuff. Like we've resorted to going back to old shows, which I'm sure a lot of people have been doing that because there's just a lot of like weird weird stuff out there
We've been
that's not
watching some
even
weird
good.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have to talk
Anyway,
about TV shows that we've liked and disliked. That'll have
we
to be a
should,
future
but I'm
episode.
always surprised people there's something for everyone out there. Like something I would not watch, someone else is like, this is amazing, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Some of my friends have the worst taste in shows. But then
Don't
again,
say that.
why? I
So
say it to their
rude.
face.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's okay.
Always. Like I have one friend who watches all like the Oak Island, and he'll listen to this.
I
So
don't even know
shout
what
out
that
to
is.
Professor.
Oh,
The Curse of Oak Island, the Gold Rush, like all those shows. Like is it TLC or Discovery shows? Discovery.
was
Those
he into
reality
history?
shows. These aren't history.
Oh,
This is like
I don't know what they are.
well, the Gold Rush. These are people that are mining for gold today.
Is it? Oh, it's like real time, like reality TV.
And something about and something about I don't know the Oak Island thing. Professor will have to chime in. He'll chime in on the
Well,
comments.
you know
but
what? Everybody has, there's something for everybody. So I'm not gonna hate on anybody.
I'll stick with my On Patrol Live and my
And I'll
bare
I'll
knuckle
watch
fighting. and
Absentia.
That show's such trash. Oh my gosh.
Be quiet, you.
It's terrible. Oh
I
my
like
God, it's
bubblegum
terrible.
for my brain.
That's not bubblegum. It's just like the same thing over and over and
I
over
like
again.
mystery
It's
shows a
lazy.
lot.
It's not a
Quiet.
mystery.
Shh. This is not
It's
the
like
TV
watching.
show.
It's like watching in real life Scooby Doo. Like the old man's gonna pull
And
off the
people
mask.
love Scooby Doo. Hello.
Yeah, but do you still watch Scooby Doo? Yes. Let me answer that for you because
I
you
actually
watch
never
it in
really
real
watched
life.
it a lot.
So there you go. Anyway, since we never actually got to routines, rituals, and habits,
We did. I will say, sorry, I interrupted you.
No,
you
go ahead.
continue, dear.
No, you do.
Honey, you can continue.
No, I already lost what I was going to say.
Well, I don't know if you had anything to wrap up with or other questions.
Do you have any more questions?
I do. What is one thing that you don't want to change about our nightly routine?
Sex. No.
Okay, we're excluding that.
I'm just
Because
kidding.
that's
It's not
a
a nightly
given.
routine. It's not a nightly routine.
No, it's not.
Ouch.
No one needs to know about that right now.
Everyone needs to know about that. We're living out loud.
I'm shushing you a lot on this one.
What's one thing I don't want to change? I don't think I have anything that I
Oh,
wouldn't want to change.
You're awful. You know what I would not want to change is how much like conversation we have and how much brainstorming we do. Like we have a lot of nights where we brainstorm ideas.
Way to make
and
me
I love
feel
that.
bad. Way to put
I
me
know. You have to make up to me later. Buy me cookies, ice cream. You do that
My
anyway.
gosh. Right? Like when Kathryn's like, oh, I'm having a bad day and I'm just craving something.
What's my favorite ice cream that
And
I
I
have
will
to
ch-
have?
Well, hold on.
Brand.
Can I
Okay.
finish my story, please?
Maybe. Depends.
I get in the car and I go get you an ice cream cake.
Ooh, Baskin-Robbins ice cream cake. Yes.
And you've never seen anyone eat a whole ice cream cake in like a day.
I know it's bad. It's bad.
And
Because
yo,
then it's
when did
like-
ice cream cakes become like $50?
I know they're so stinking expensive. Hey, we got to tell that story real quick about that. Well, there was a store that sold a cake to us and it was for Easter and it was an ice cream cake. And I'm not going to call out the particular store because that would not be nice. Because I don't think they really realized it when they sold it. But it had this Christmas sticker on it. Now, mind you, this was in April, okay? And I bought it and I was like, gosh, it looks kind of dry, with the little cellophane window you can see inside the box. And I get it home, or we get it home, and I try to cut into it and it's hard as a freaking rock.
Pause.
And I was like, what is wrong? And so and first off, it wasn't even the right flavor that was on the sticker. So I try to eat it and that thing must have been a year old. That's probably why it had the Christmas sticker on it, because it was so old. So and I've never in my life returned ice cream or an ice cream cake. I was like, we're taking this thing back for $45 or whatever it is. And they were very nice about, like, they refunded it and they were like very apologetic. But I do love Baskin-Robbins ice cream cake. I think they're like the only ones that actually sell ice cream cakes. I don't know anybody else that does. And
I don't think you have a Carvel here.
I have no. And I like Baskin-Robbins better. It's more tied to childhood memories. My parents used to take me to Baskin-Robbins. That's why.
We need a cookie puss.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh my
It
gosh.
sounds really bad, actually.
It's a ice cream cake. Shout out to Cookie Puss. And Fudgy the Whale? Come on, bro. Bro.
I love
Cookie Puss and Fudgy the Whale.
Okay, stop saying it.
It's fun to
Bluebell
say.
ice cream is my
Yes.
favorite. I tried
It is
Ben and
pretty good.
Jerry's, and shout out to Ben and Jerry's, but it's not my favorite. But everybody's got their go-to, their kryptonite.
So Kathryn loves this one particular Bluebell ice cream that only comes out once a year. The Christmas cookie Bluebell ice cream. Unfortunately, Kathryn has gotten me into more ice cream. I never used to be an ice cream. Yo, that Christmas cookie Bluebell ice cream, that's dangerous. I'm telling you right now, it's got
I bought 4 of them.
It's got the snickerdoodle cookies with the vanilla ice cream,
good.
the sprinkles, or as Jimmy's as I call them, but the icing. All mixed. Oh my God, bro.
And I think I mentioned this on one of the, maybe I didn't. So I loved it so much. I realized Bluebell came out with a online store of products this holiday season. And I actually didn't order through them. I ordered it through Amazon. It was a Bluebell Christmas cookie ornament. Well, the cool thing was when I got it, I thought it was just going to be like the little ornament. And it was not. It was actually packed in a gallon bucket of the Christmas cookie ice cream, like in tissue paper. It was so cool. I was like, wow, this is super creative packaging. You know, I mean, I love when companies go the extra mile to make the user experience just a little more fun. And I gave them a shout out on my TikTok account.
Yeah,
which they replied to.
Which was awesome.
It was.
Which was awesome.
But that's definitely a nightly ritual is the ice cream, the treat.
Yes, a lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And funny enough, I'm lactose intolerant.
Yeah, it's great. It's just fun in our house all day, every day. You know, let's do all the things. Let's consume all the things that
bad stuff
do bad things to our insides so we can not enjoy each other for the rest of the night. Amen. Yay. Getting old is fun. Yay.
It's a habit.
Yay.
At least you're used to it. No, I'm kidding.
Man.
No, that was fun. Thanks for chatting about
it. We may not release this episode. This just might be an abomination.
You know we are. Whatever.
It's
funny. I find it funny.
All right. We've bored people enough. Hopefully you found something entertaining out of this wild ride of a podcast. It's about the same length.
Oh, okay. It felt longer.
As our normal. Pause. So Kathryn hates when I say pause, by the way.
I hate it.
Absolutely hates it.
I'm like, stop.
Childish
it's so
thing,
childish.
That's why I do it. Cheers. But in any case, this has been another wild episode of The Well. I don't know if we went deep. We kind of pulled the bucket of water out and just
we went wide.
Threw it in the air. Wide, yeah.
We threw the water in there.
Yeah, like wherever it landed. So episode 11 in the books. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment. And we've been again, I keep saying on every podcast, I'm just blown away by the engagement that we've been getting. So shout out to
thanks for
all our new subscribers, especially on YouTube. Awesome. Thank you. And Instagram and Facebook and TikTok, especially our crew on TikTok. They have always been extremely supportive. So we appreciate all your support. And remember, we got some merch. If anybody wants to comment, give me free merch. We'll send you some stuff. And who doesn't want a nice mug? Or we have stickers.
It actually is nice quality, shockingly.
Candles. So
the sticker. Actually, the stickers are really fun.
But in any case, it gives us nothing. Doesn't give us anything. We're giving. I don't know where I was going with that. But that means it's time to wrap it up.
That's right.
That's episode 11 of The Well. I'm Drew.
And I'm Kat.
We'll see you
Thanks
next
for
time.
joining.
We need a better outro. Bye.